Welcome to Game 9 of your Hoosier State Instigators inaugural season. This is Jake Schoen. I'm joined here with Spacely, I believe. We're a little bit over 10 minutes out of tip-off here. And I see in our chat, if you haven't already seen, we'll be running without the digital scoreboard today. We only have one person on site, Ronan. He's running all of that on site today. Myself and Spacely will be calling this game remotely.
Yes, sir. What's up, man? How you feeling, Jake?
Feeling good. It's I think the first time we have one of our former players matching up against us. I know Yogi's on the Legends, so that'll be an interesting story point for this game.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm still currently just working out some technical issues on my end, so I'm gonna go ahead and go on mute for just a brief moment while I get this situated, but I'll be right back in.
All right. And it looks like the warm-ups may have just ended. Again, we're calling remotely today, and we'll get information passed along from the venue. It looks like warm-ups just ended. We may be going into the pregame ceremonies here shortly. We're looking for this matchup against the Legends, still looking for their first win on the season, and the Instigators looking for their third win on the season, first under the interim coach, Frosty. And it looks like the players are congregated here as we get things set up for pregame ceremonies. Again, briefly mentioned Yogi Anderson. He'll be number 3 on the Legends. He started the season on your Hoosier State Instigators. Be a fun matchup to watch. And it looks like we may be going to the national anthem. So we will pause for that.
All right, guys. Yeah. Hey, Jake, I am back and I am ready to go, and I am excited for this one, man. This is one that I've been looking forward to seeing, especially like you said, you mentioned as you see the camera pans over a little bit over to number 3, Yogi Anderson, a former Hoosier State instigator.
The first for your
Um,
team
we
today
acquired a
is
mutual agreement in order to
zero
part
license.
ways and allow Yogi to be able to play with the
Number
Indiana
four,
Legends
Clark.
for their season. So
Number two,
it's just
Peterson.
exciting to have him back in
Number
the Clinton
10, Norris.
CRC. Obviously,
Number
on
30,
circumstances we had not foreseen and leading up to this game while we were building the schedule for the inaugural season. However, really nice to be able to see Yogi back in attendance at the CRC, and excited to see the matchup between him and our Hoosier State Instigators.
now presenting the Hoosier State Instigators. Number four, number six, between the two blues.
Yeah, it looks like from introductions at always the crowd is loud there in the Clinton CRC. It's always an amazing venue to make the trip out to.
Absolutely. I every game I always go back into my mind and think of game 1 and just the atmosphere that was built from the jump. We cannot thank the community of Clinton, Indiana, Vermilion County, and the Clinton CRC for everything they've done as the home venue. As that tip off goes to JoJo Hart, JoJo finds Dylan Ware, who finds AB. JoJo goes back to AB, but the ball is off the hands, stolen by the Indiana Legends as they head up the court for their first possession of the game. And a whistle is blown, and it looks as if there will be an inbound for the Legends as the officiating crew calls a halt in action. Jake, again, um, what are you looking forward to the most outside of the matchup, obviously with Yogi Anderson joining the Indiana Legends? Is there anything else that kind of piques your interest in this one as we have a halt in action?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing our lineup. This is going to be our second week with Frosty at the helm of coach. I think he kind of got a little bit of experience under his belt with the past week. I'm looking forward to seeing how he handles this week's game and the rotation that he winds up using.
Absolutely, yeah. Frosty, as we know him, is Corey Kern, the new interim head coach, also a founder of the Hoosier State Instigators as well. You can actually see him over there in the huddle with the officiating crew alongside of the Indiana Legends ownership, as there is perhaps a technical issue or something happening on the court that has halted the beginning of this game. My thing that I'm looking forward to is this is the first matchup that we've had against another in-state opponent in the Indiana Legends. So this marks the very first game that we play against the Legends in the American Basketball Association, and one of many games to come from this moment on, as this is the inaugural season for the Hoosier State Instigators. So a lot riding on this game for both teams, I believe, as we look to go 1-0 in the all-time series against each other. So I look forward to a very competitive game all game long on this one. And it seems as if we may have the issues worked out as the both coaching staffs head over to their respective sides of the court, and the officiating crew signals that we are about to begin inbound as the Indiana Legends begin their first possession of the game here. Ball is inbounded over to number 1 for the Legends. JoJo Hart sticking on him. That's Yogi Anderson. He dishes it over to his guy, number 13. Yogi, wide open 3. That's off the mark. Rebounded by Chuck Bloom. Dylan Ware with the ball in his hands. He'll find Aubrey Patterson. Dylan back to Aubrey. Aubrey goes over to Chuck Bloom. Chuck Bloom to Dylan Ware. A lot of motion, a lot of space. Wide open 3 for Chuck Bloom, just off the mark. Rebounded up and in by Aubrey Patterson. Makes it a 2-0 game here. Wide open lane for the Legends. They answer back. It's 2-2. JoJo. Dylan Ware, he'll drive to the lane. That's just off the mark, and it will be rebounded by Chuck Bloom. It's stolen by the Legends as they head up the court now. And a reach-in foul will be called on Chuck Bloom, and the Indiana Legends will inbound here. Just under the basket. Boom. Indiana Legends, they drive through the paint. That will be off the leg of an Indiana Legends player, as JoJo Hart will have the ball to inbound. He goes to Dylan Ware, who heads up the court now. Past the timeline. Dylan will dish it out to JoJo Hart. JoJo Hart goes over to Dylan. Dylan to Chuck Bloom. Chuck to AB, but that ball travels out of bounds on the Legends. And Chuck Bloom will have the ball for the inbound. Chuck dishes it to AB. That ball is stolen by the Legends. The Legends head up the court. 3-point play is up and in. It is tied to 2 now as the Legends take the lead for the first time here. Dylan Ware. Jump shot off the mark. Rebounded by Chuck Bloom. Chuck Bloom. He puts the second chance layup up and in. 5-4 is the score now. Legends looking to add on to their 1-point lead. They get a 3-point opportunity. That ball is off the mark. Rebounded by Dylan Ware. Dylan Ware drives up the paint. That ball rolls in, and the Instigators take the lead here now, 6-5. Wide open, another wide open shot for the Legends, but that ball is off the mark. Rebounded by JoJo Hart. JoJo slows the tempo just a bit. He goes to Dylan Ware. That ball is money. Make it 8-5. The Legends, they play around the perimeter. They put up a 3. That ball is blocked by Chuck Bloom. Dylan Ware, he'll come down with the ball. He gives it to JoJo Hart. JoJo drives up the court. Dishes it off to Aubrey Patterson for the layup. Makes it 10-5 here. 8 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Live from the Clinton CRC in Clinton, Indiana. Late whistle called. That will be on JoJo Hart. And that will send the Indiana Legends to the line for 3 here. However, we are just under 8 minutes, which signals that we are heading to our very first media timeout. So we will be right back after a quick break. back, everybody. The score again is 10-5, as we have just under 8 minutes remaining in the first quarter here, live from the Clinton CRC. The Hoosier State Instigators hosting the 0-5 Indiana Legends. Both teams looking to snap their losing streak and add another win into the win column. It seems as if one ball, I'm sorry, I unfortunately bounced out and had to come back in. One of the 3 free throw opportunities was good for the Indiana Legends, giving them a 4-point deficit to fall back from now. AB goes up for the shot, but that ball is off the mark, and the Legends come down with it. Yogi Anderson dishes it off to his guy. It almost flies out of bounds, but it's saved. The Legends have the ball in their hand now, as they signal to dish that ball over to number 2. Number 2 tries to get it through a tight window, but it is stolen by the Hoosier State Instigators, as Chuck Bloom now has the ball in his hands. He finds JoJo Hart. JoJo, wide open, Dylan Ware. Dylan Ware just off the mark with the 3, but it comes right back down for JoJo. No whistle called. The Indiana Legends head up the court with the ball in their hands. That ball is off the mark. Rebounded by Aubrey Patterson. And Dylan Ware will head up the court now with the ball in his hands. He'll find JoJo Hart. JoJo to AB. AB to Aubrey. Aubrey Patterson up for the shot. Whistle called, and Aubrey Patterson will head to the line for 2 here. Currently, Instigators currently up by 4 with 6:38 remaining in the first quarter. Aubrey Patterson will have 2 free throw opportunities here, looking to double up and go to 12-6. That ball is up and in. He is 1 for 1 on the day, making it an 11-6 game here now, as he goes up for his second free throw opportunity. Aubrey Patterson cashes in on both attempts, makes it 12-6. That 3 is wide open. They take the shot, they make the shot. It is 12-9 now. Dylan Ware goes out to Chuck Bloom. Chuck Bloom to JoJo. JoJo to AB. AB tries to get it to Dylan, but that ball is stolen by the Legends. Wide open 3 for Yogi Anderson. JoJo Hart. 9. 5:45 remaining here in the first quarter, as the Indiana Legends head up. Now they dish the ball off to the corner. That 3 is off the mark. Rebounded. The Legends, they have the ball again for a new possession. They drive through. That ball rolls off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Dylan Ware. Dylan goes to JoJo Hart. JoJo back to Aubrey Patterson. And the Indiana Legends have the rebound, but that ball will be stolen. JoJo Hart, he heads up the court. And that ball is stolen again by the Indiana Legends. The Legends with a layup. They get the bucket. They're up to double digits now, as it is a 15-11 point game now here in the first quarter. 4:45 remaining. Aubrey. He did across the floor. And off the foot of a legend, stolen by Aubrey Patterson, but a whistle blown. And we will see the first substitution for the Hoosier State Instigators as JoJo Hart comes off the court. LaJuan Whitney, number 13 for the Hoosier State Instigators, is on the court, and he gets the ball off the Dylan Ware inbound. He goes right back to Dylan. Dylan goes to AB, and again it is stolen by the Indiana Legends. Stolen by Aubrey Patterson. He comes from out of nowhere. He goes right back where he was and puts it back up in the bucket. 17-11 for the Hoosier State Instigators here in the first quarter as Yogi Anderson goes up the court against Swish. He goes to their number 12. They go out to the corner. Number 13 for the Indiana Legends is off the mark as Chuck Blue comes down with another rebound here early. LaJuan goes over to Dylan Ware. Dylan goes to AB. AB goes for the bucket, but he gets fouled on the way up, and he'll head to the line now for two. We have 3:44 remaining in the first quarter here live at the Clinton CRC in Clinton, Indiana, the official home venue of your Hoosier State Instigators. Alex Brown. That's up and in. As number 10 and number 0 come onto the court now for the Indiana Legends as they make a substitutional switch. Alex Brown will take the second free throw opportunity rather for his possession, and this one is off the mark. Rebounded by number 12 of the Indiana Legends. The Legends head up the court now with the ball in their hands. They get a three. They take it. They make it. Swish goes over to Dylan Ware. Swish under the basket to Jesse Sawyer. He'll go up, but that ball is... There is a whistle called, and Jesse Sawyer will now head to the line for two free throw opportunities as well. Jesse Sawyer. Up and in for that one. Jesse Sawyer. Off the mark with that one. Rebounded by Joe Bird. Joe Bird to Chuck Bloom. Chuck goes to Dylan Ware. Dylan finds Jesse. Jesse off the mark. Dylan, putback slam. Count it. Up and in now for the Hoosier State Instigators as the Indiana Legends go up the court. They're off the mark with that three. Rebounded by Jesse Sawyer. Joe Bird up the court. Finds Dylan Ware. Dylan finds Swish. Wide open three. Just off the mark. Rebounded by Chuck Bloom. Chuck Bloom to Joe Bird. That three is off two. But Jesse Sawyer with the rebound now. He's called, so it will count for two. Chuck Bloom trying to contest for the steal. The Legends get up the court with the ball in their hands. Three Legends off the mark. Rebounded by Swish. Swish finds Dylan Ware. Dylan Ware finds the ball. For number 4, rather, Dylan Ware. And a timeout will be called. A media break it will be as we have 2:19 remaining. It is 29, I believe, to 14. As the Hoosier State Instigators take a massive lead. Here we have 2:19 remaining in the first quarter. We will be right back after a quick break. action. The score is 25-16 here in the first quarter as the Indiana Legends now head up the court with the ball in their hands off of that media timeout. Legends, they pass the ball around. That ball is blocked by Jesse Stewart, but they get the ball right back, and the Legends put the ball up and in. The Hoosier State Instigators head up the court now. That is switch. Number 13, Lawan Whitney with the ball in his hands. Legends now with the ball in there. No up and down call. Legends keep the ball in possession. And they count that bucket as the Instigators head back up the court. Switch with the ball back in his hands. Chance Fry on the court now as well for the Hoosier State Instigators. Chance finds Joe Bird. The roll his way as it rolls off the rim. The Indiana Legends right back in the paint. Off the mark with that one. Off the mark with the putback. And Bloom comes down with the rebound. (32-31). Chance Fry to swish. That ball is off the mark. Legends put a three up. Rebounded by Jesse. Foul called. And that will stop the clock with just under 3 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Last second shot off the mark, no good. The Instigators currently holding a 25-20 point lead here to end the first quarter against the Indiana Legends, live from the Clinton CRC. We will be right back after a quick break as we head into the second quarter of this one here, folks. Wild one to start this. As you see the graphic on the screen, it is a 25-20 point game as we end the first quarter. The Indiana Legends losing the tip-off will have the ball here to start the second quarter as they inbound the ball. They go to number 2 for their own, and we are off. Number 4. He'll go down hard off of that spin. And he will gather himself. He walks off on his own power. He is back up, and we will have the ball inbounded. The Hoosier State Instigators will take possession. And Dylan Ware will have the ball in his hands as he heads up court. Dylan finds JoJo Hart. JoJo to Aubrey Patterson. Patterson to Dylan Ware. Dylan back to AB. That ball floats around. The Indiana Legends come down with a steal. They head up the court now. And they count that jumper up and in. They get 25-22 now to start the second quarter. Dylan Ware to Joe Bird. Joe Bird to AB. AB to Aubrey. And a whistle called as Aubrey goes up. He'll head to the line for another free throw opportunity here. Aubrey Patterson. That one rolls off the rim. That one as well. 0 for 2 on that opportunity as the Indiana Legends come down with the rebound. And that one is up and in. Tie game now here, folks. Joe Bird. Back to Dylan. Dylan Ware to JoJo Hart. JoJo with the three, but off the mark. Rebounded by Aubrey Patterson. And he'll get fouled again as he'll head to the line. Another 2 free throw opportunities for Aubrey Patterson. That one is up and in. The lead heads back into the hands of the Hoosier State Instigators as they take a 26-25 point lead. And Aubrey off the mark for that one as well, but rebounded by AB. AB will try to go to Dylan Ware, but that ball will sail out of bounds, and the Legends will have the ball in their hands. Solid defense from the Instigators. Leads to a steal. Aubrey Patterson saves the ball. He goes to Joe Bird. Joe Bird gathers himself. Three up off the mark. Rebounded by JoJo Hart. JoJo Hart back to Joe Bird. Joe Bird under the basket to AB. Foul called on the Legends. Alex Brown will head to the line for 2 here. Catches in on his first free throw attempt at this one. He'd be off the mark with that ball, with that one, but it rolls right back into the hands of Joe Bird. Joe Bird goes to JoJo Hart. JoJo finds Aubrey under the basket. Aubrey puts it up and in. The Instigators playing some smothering defense here. Leads to a missed shot by the Indiana Legends. Rebounded by AB. JoJo Hart goes up the court, tries to find Dylan Ware, but out of bounds. And the Legends now have the ball in their hands. They go up the court. And a whistle blown, timeout called. Means we will be right back after a quick message. The score is currently 29-25 here in the second quarter. is 29-25 here with 3:13 remaining in the second quarter. I do believe that 9:13. I do apologize, as again we are remotely broadcasting this play-by-play commentary today here, folks. So the Indiana Legends head up the court off of the inbound now. Number 13 with the ball in his hands. He tries to get around Swish. He dishes it off to his guy, number 30. That ball almost stolen by the Instigators. The Legends keep possession. Non-charging foul called, and the three is good for the Legends. That ball sent all the way up court to Dylan Ware off the inbound. Stolen by the Instigators. Aubrey Patterson under the basket, goes up and in. Number 2, he gets the space, he gets the shot off and in. And the Instigators head up the court now with the ball in their hands. They find Swish. JoJo Hart passes it to him. He gets the ball right back from Swish. Aubrey Patterson under the basket, up and in again. Aubrey Patterson having a great first half here, as he has been a main focal point of this conversation early. But that ball will go up and in for the Indiana Legends as they keep it a close game. Dylan Ware off the Swish off to Aubrey. Aubrey goes up with that shot, in the Indiana Legends ball in their hands now. Dove on by JoJo Hart, but a whistle will be called. However, the Instigators will have possession now. And Aubrey Patterson will head off the court now as Jesse Sawyer takes his place. Dylan Ware goes over to JoJo Hart. JoJo back to Ware. Dylan to Jesse Sawyer. Jesse off the mark with that three-point shot. The Legends come down with a rebound here. And they lose possession of that ball, stolen by Jesse Sawyer. Dylan Ware back with the ball in his hands. He drives through the paint. That one rolls in. Number 2 trying to create space, but he is off the mark with that shot, and that will be rebounded by the Instigators. That is Swish with the ball. He finds JoJo Hart. JoJo to Jesse again. That one off the mark, but that is rebounded by JoJo onto the basket, and he puts it in. JoJo Hart for the Hoosier State Instigators, capitalizing, making another 2 points for the team, making it a 37-32 point game here. 12, he tries to weed through traffic, and he will get fouled, sending the Indiana Legends to the line for 2 here. 6 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Live from the Clinton CRC at the in Clinton, Indiana. That one way too hot, bounces off the rim. No good for that first free throw attempt of this possession. 12, he looks to put one up and in. He gets 1 out of 2. And AB will dish the ball off to his guy, Dylan Ware. Dylan finds JoJo Hart. JoJo back to Dylan Ware. Dylan Ware to Swish. That ball was good the moment it left his hands, up and in for the Hoosier State Instigators. stolen by the Indiana Legends. The Legends try to put a three. No good. Alex Brown with the rebound. Dylan Ware, court finds Jesse Sawyer. That ball's good. 42-33 here. 5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Number 2, he loses the handles. He regathers. The Indiana Legends in the paint. Alex Brown going for a big block. Number 12 will be fouled, and he will make the bucket. He'll get an and one opportunity off of that one here. But you love the fight. You love to see the intensity again from Alex Brown, number 7, leading the league in rebounding as an individual and boosting the Hoosier State Instigators to the number 1 rebounding team in the American Basketball Association as well. So you love to see the fight, and we'll take an and one opportunity like that every now and again if that means that those numbers will continue to grow the way that they grow. Number 12, he goes to the line for that one, and he will cash in on the and one opportunity this time, making 3 points out of that possession as the Instigators now head up the court with the ball in their hands. Again, under 5 minutes remaining now in the second quarter. Jesse Sawyer, he'll count that up and in, makes a 3 on his own. The Indiana Legends now with the ball in their hands. They go back to 12. 12, back to the jumper, but that one's off the mark. Dylan Ware comes down with the rebound. Jesse Sawyer from deep, but that one is off the mark. Dylan Ware trying to find Chuck Bloom, but it is off the hands of an Indiana Legends player. Jesse Sawyer again with the 3. Put back, no good. Rebounded by Alex Brown. Alex Hill makes scores. Good rim rattler and built by Alex Brown. 4 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. That ball will go up and in now off the second opportunity for the Indiana Legends. The Instigators up the court already. And Dylan Ware will have the ball. He dishes it off the swish. Jesse Sawyer now with the ball. He'll go back to swish. With the big 3. They call him swish for a reason, and it's for plays just like that one. Alex Brown is trying to get the block. He'll get the foul called on him. And the Legends, number 12 again, will go to the line for another and one opportunity here. The score will not stay the same now, as it is 50-41 off of that and one opportunity. But the Instigators head up the court again with the ball in their hands. Dylan Ware, that is. Dylan to Jesse Sawyer. Jesse, he'll find LaJuan. LaJuan Whitney with the ball in his hands now. He'll take a step back behind the perimeter. He goes to Dylan Ware. Dylan back to Swish. Swish just off the mark with that layup opportunity. Number 2, he put that bucket up and in for the Indiana Legends off the turnover. And again, the Instigators right back up court. LaJuan right back with another 3. Indiana Legends now. Number 13. Weaves past Chuck Bloom. But whistle called on the Instigators leads to a Indiana Legends inbound. And Joe Bird will come in now for Jesse Sawyer. Jumper is good for the Indiana Legends now. Dylan Ware, he'll get the ball back in his hands off the inbound. Just about 2 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. It is a 53 to 46 point game as Dylan Ware tries to go to Alex Brown. The ball is stolen by the Indiana Legends. Indiana with the shot. They get the three. They draw the lead down even closer now as the Instigators look to try to increase. They go under the basket to AB. He gets that bucket up, and then it is a 6-point game here. Just under 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Yogi Anderson can't get the roll on that one. Aubrey Patterson will get the rebound. He'll try to go to Dylan Ware on the alley-oop, but no good. It's stolen by the Indiana Legends. They execute though, and Joe Bird steals the ball. He'll get it to Alex Brown. Alex back to Joe Bird. Bird to Chuck Bloom. Bloom off the mark. Rebounded by Joe Bird. Joe Bird to Bloom under the basket. He'll get the foul and the bucket. Makes it 57-49 as he heads to the line with an and one opportunity. 1:18 remaining in the second quarter. Eight-point game here. Chuck Bloom makes it 9. Indiana Legends, they start the clock now as the possession begins. Number 2 with the ball in his hands. He finds 12. 12 finds a 3-point shot. He makes the bucket. And that ball stolen underneath the basket by the Legends. They'll get an easy 2-point bucket right there. And a foul called, sending them to the line again for another and one opportunity. Chris Wampler, he'll sub in for Dylan Ware, making his first appearance of today's game for your Hoosier State Instigators. Number 13 puts that and one opportunity in for the Indiana Legends. Currently 58-56 on the board. Ball stolen by the Legends. Legends up the court. Layup up and in. Tie game here. Joe Bird tries to get the layup. He'll be fouled on the way up, and he'll head to the line for 2. 42.9 remaining in the second quarter. It is currently a 58-58 game as Joe Bird looks to take the lead back for the Hoosier State Instigators with 2 free throw opportunities here. First one on the mark. 59-58 Hoosier State. Joe Bird, he'll try to rattle it off, and it works perfectly. Goes right to AB. AB under the basket to Bloom. They get the bucket. It is a 3-point game now here, 61-58. And stolen by Alex Brown. Alex Brown goes to Bloom. Bloom to Brown. AB with the big slam. 22 seconds remaining here. At 3, off the mark. Joe Bird, he'll just stick his hands up, makes a big body in the paint. Oh, almost had a big highlight slam dunk there, but that goes off the mark as Chuck Bloom tried to send one for the history books there. But it rolled off of Alex Brown out of bounds. Indiana Legends get the ball. They make the shot, or take the shot, but it's off the mark. 61-53 is the score here at half as the Hoosier State Instigators hold a 8-point lead against their in-state counterparts, the Indiana Legends. We will be right back after a quick media break, and we will be heading into halftime for our halftime event Looking forward to seeing that in person or in broadcast, I should say, as I am currently remotely broadcasting. However, we have an exciting one here for you folks. So stick around as we head into halftime here. Hoosier stayed up by 8. Correction, as the score actually reads 62-58. It is a 4-point game here, and the half of this one here, live again from the Clinton CRC in Clinton, Indiana, the official home venue of your Hoosier State Instigators. We want to take this time to thank all of our Patreon supporters, our subscribers, our partners, and sponsors as well. The SDMC Indiana, the alley-oop sponsor for your Hoosier State Instigators. Alongside of them, we also want to thank the Adventure Beer Company, the official hangout of your Hoosier State Instigators, nicknamed by the fans the Gator Pit, the official, again, the official hangout of your Hoosier State Instigators. You can catch all away games live from the Adventure Beer Company and also hang out with your Hoosier State Instigators after home games, such as this one. And we have a very closely contested matchup here against the Indiana Legends, as again, the score for the game is 62-58 at half, as the Hoosier State Instigators hold a 4-point lead against their in-state counterparts, the Indiana Legends. You can learn more about your Hoosier State Instigators by visiting www.apexofsports.com, the official website of your Hoosier State Instigators. Visit the Instigators page on the website to learn more about the inaugural season, how the team was founded, and how you can be a part of all of pivotal decision making by becoming a fan voter of your Hoosier State Instigators simply by subscribing to our Patreon, as those watching this game most likely are, as we currently only broadcast live games exclusively through our Patreon subscriptions. Jake, are you on hand at the moment, or are you currently away?
Yeah, I'm here.
So how are you feeling, man? We're up by. It looks as if the scoreboard changed again, as it is now 63-58.
Yeah.
How are you feeling with a 5-point lead here heading into the second half?
We're looking pretty good. Aside from that turnover right at the end, I believe with the 3D rule that wound up being a 4-point play, because they had the and one opportunity. If you take that away, our lead's a lot bigger. But I mean, we're always gonna have occasional mistakes. But I was really glad to see Aubrey Patterson step up. He's had an amazing game in this first half here.
Yeah, I agree. I believe Aubrey has kicked it into the next gear. Definitely coming off of last week, I mentioned it in the broadcast as well. He seems to be a lot more of a lot more of a threat offensively, looking to be a part of the action more as his minutes increased throughout the next and throughout the past week as well. So I've been loving to see just again, it always comes back to this same word, intensity from all of the instigators, man. I I love to see them playing the way that they play because we know that the Hoosier State Instigators, we know every single player on that roster can just turn it on individually, but seeing them do it as a team, just there's moments where I have to remember we're doing a live broadcast because I'm in awe and I sit there and I get caught watching the game, because
Yeah.
it's just awe inspiring, man. It really is. So about 4 minutes remaining in halftime here, folks. Again, we want to thank everybody that's tuned in wherever you are around the world, whether you're in the venue or if you're watching this exclusively again from our broadcast on Patreon. We want to thank you guys for all of your support throughout this inaugural season for the Hoosier State Instigators. And we won't go into too much detail today for the live broadcast. However, you can learn more about a very, very exciting event that the Hoosier State Instigators will be holding to close out our home games in the inaugural season. The last home game, we have a very, very exciting event coming up for you guys in February. So look forward to learning more about that on the next broadcast of our podcast episodes. Institutions as building an ABA franchise as we go through all the behind the scenes details, all the ins and outs of owning and operating the professional basketball franchise, Instigators, and just being a part of such a historic league as the American Basketball Association. So, look forward to hearing some very exciting updates along the halftime event for the final home game of this inaugural season for your Hoosier State Instigators. Currently up by 5 here as it is a 63-58 point game. Hoosier State Instigators holding a lead over the 0-5 Indiana Legends, who look to change that narrative in the second half and come away with their first win of the season. The Instigators looking to just snap the losing streak and get another win in their win column. Currently 2-6 in the American Basketball Association. And again, Jake, I'm just so excited to just be back in Clinton, Indiana, seeing our fans in the stands, seeing the players on our home court, and just being able to embrace the fact that the Hoosier State Instigators are playing in Clinton, Indiana. A city that has taken the Hoosier State Instigators in with open arms and has supported us all the way from the birth of the franchise. So we cannot thank those guys enough.
Yeah, it's definitely an amazing experience if you have the chance to go out there. I know both of us have went out there. The first game, I've been there a couple more times, including last week. But the fans are very supportive, very loud. Definitely cheer on the instigators, and we thank the whole city of Clinton, Indiana, for their support.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Just under a minute here before we get into halftime. So we will take just another quick media break. And again, just about 45 seconds remain before we get back into this second half of this one here. So the Hoosier State Instigators holding a slim lead, look to increase that lead by the end of this one here and head into another victory for the Hoosier State Instigators. However, we will take a quick 30-second break or so and be right back with the action. And the buzzer sounds, which signals that halftime is just around the corner. Again, thank you to all of the supporters watching from everywhere you are. Let us know where you're from. If you are watching live in the chat, let us know where you're from and where you're supporting your Hoosier State Instigators from. And also, um, don't jinx the lead from the Hoosier State Instigators, but drop your final score predictions in the chat as we do every game. We want to know what the fans think. We want to know how you guys are feeling here on this Sunday, January 7th, our first game in 2024 as well. Just another milestone to leap over, as the Hoosier State Instigators will have the ball to inbound here. That will be Alex Brown, who goes to Dylan Ware. Dylan back to JoJo Hart now. JoJo, AB to the basket. He slams it in. Ball stolen by the Instigators. Aubrey Patterson, Dylan Ware with the slam dunk. And that's the all-inspiring moments that I was just speaking on earlier in halftime. Sometimes I just get so excited just seeing plays from the Hoosier State Instigators, man. And the Indiana Legends, they got the ball in their hands. That ball is rebounded by Chuck Bloom. Chuck Bloom goes to JoJo Hart. JoJo back to AB. AB tries to slam it in again, but that's off the mark. Indiana Legends, they go for the three. They get it up and in 67-61 here. Dylan Ware to JoJo Hart. JoJo for the three. Aubrey tries to rebound it. He cannot come down with it. The Indiana Legends now with the ball back in their hands. They go up and into the paint. And Yogi Anderson gets his first bucket of the game here. Who makes it 67-63 as that layup goes in for him. That ball will be stolen, but a whistle will be called, so maybe not. No, as the Instigators will have the ball to inbound. Dylan Ware off to JoJo. JoJo off the hands of the Legends, but right to Aubrey Patterson, and he'll put the bucket up in. Aubrey with the rebound. Aubrey Patterson up the court. Dylan Ware up and in. The score is 71-63 here as the Hoosier State Instigators cash in again on that opportunity. And a block. Dylan Ware gets the ball over to Aubrey Patterson, who goes up the court. AB, he'll be fouled on the way up, and he'll head to the line here for two to try to turn this into a 10-point lead here in the third quarter. AB. He'll roll off the rim with the first shot. And 12 will check in for number 0 of the Indiana Legends. Alex Brown. He's running for that one. It's up in. Ball travels out of bounds on the Legends, and the Hoosier State Instigators will have the ball now. Brown, he'll have the ball. He inbounds it over to JoJo Hart. JoJo to Aubrey. Out of bounds it goes. JoJo Hart with the 3D steal. Up and in. Get the three. And whistle blown. Instigators trying to pick that one away too, but the Indiana Legends get the 3 up and in. Aubrey back to the lane. Off the mark though, the Indiana Legends come down with that ball. And it sails out of bounds. The Instigators will have the ball back in possession. Delaware goes up the court quick. He finds JoJo Hart. JoJo finds Chuck Boom. Chuck Boom back to JoJo. JoJo to AB. AB to the bucket. Makes it up and in. Here goes to steal that ball. Goes from the Legend. And Alex Brown goes to AB. AB back up the court quick to Aubrey Patterson. Aubrey Patterson to Dylan, but he loses the handles. Yogi goes up the court against JoJo Hart, and Yogi puts it up in him. He'll be fouled. He'll head to the line here to try to make a 3-point play, just like his number 3 for the Indiana Legends. Currently 77-68 here as Yogi Anderson heads to the line here. And he makes it in. Makes it a 8-point game now here as the Hoosier State Instigators have the ball back in their hands. AB just off the mark. Bucket off the mark for the Indiana Legends. Means a rebound for Chuck Bloom. He finds Dylan Ware. Dylan Ware goes up the court. That's off the mark as well and out of bounds. As the Hoosier State Instigators will have possession. They maintain possession. Hoosier State. AB to Chuck Bloom. Chuck Bloom to JoJo Hart. JoJo with the 3. JoJo just off the mark. Rebound by Alex Brown. He comes down with another slam. 79-69 is the score here, and we will be right back as that whistle blows. That signals we will head to a quick media break and be right back after these messages. Right back into action here as the score reads 79-69 with 7 minutes and 34 remaining in the third quarter. Live again from the Clinton CRC in Clinton, Indiana, the official home venue of your Hoosier State Instigators in their inaugural season in the American Basketball Association. The Indiana Legends will have possession here as they inbound the ball. They go to Yogi Anderson, a former Hoosier State Instigator. He'll have the ball in his hands. He finds this guy. He gets the assist as they go up and in for the layup. It is now a 79-71 point game. Dylan Ware to Aubrey Patterson. Aubrey around Yogi, but that ball will go out of bounds on the Indiana Legends. Hoosier State has the ball in their hands for the inbound. That is Alex Brown to JoJo Hart. JoJo trying to get it to Delaware, just off sync with each other. As that one will go into the hands of an Indiana Legends player, and they will get the second chance off the Yogi Anderson layup miss. And that will count. And the Hoosier State Instigators with the ball back in their hands now. Chuck Broom off the mark with that three. Rebounded by the Legends. Legends up the court. Blocked by Alex Brown, but right back into the hands of the Legends. Alex cannot get the block on that one. The Legends get the layup in 79-75 here, and a timeout is called. We will stay right here in action as we are in the timeout. We do, again, want to thank all of the supporters that have watched this broadcast live directly from our Patreon. You can become a Patreon supporter as well if you are not already by visiting www.patreon.com/Apex Athletic Collective, where you can become an official subscriber to exclusive content such as live game broadcasts and the official podcast of your Hoosier State Instigators, the Instigate Success Building an ABA Franchise podcast, where the owners and founders of the Hoosier State Instigators go through all the ins and outs of owning and operating a professional franchise and gaining exclusive access for fan voters as well to become a pivotal voice in the decision-making process of everything that revolves around the Hoosier State Instigators and any other franchise in the future for the ownership groups. As we currently hold a 4-point lead, it is 79-75 for the Hoosier State Instigators as they will inbound this ball with 6:32 remaining in the third quarter. Live again from the Clinton CRC in Clinton, Indiana. Dylan Ware, he'll head up the court with the ball. He'll find Swish back to Ware to Joe Bird off the mark with the three. Yogi Anderson comes down with the rebound. He goes up the court. He loses the handles on that one. But a foul called on the Instigators before the shot signals that the Legends will have the ball for the inbound here. As Dylan Ware comes off the court, now Jesse Sawyer will take his place. Number 23 for the Hoosier State Instigators. And that one is off the mark, rebounded by Joe Bird. Joe Bird, he'll find Lawan. Lawan Whitney with the ball. He finds almost found a bucket as that one rolls off the mark. Stevie Richmond with the missed shot opportunity. Alex Brown, he'll try to get the rebound, but he'll be fouled on the way up. They'll count it as a shooting foul. Alex Brown goes to the line now for two. Alex Brown, the 7-foot-tall man, trying to put up a ball up and in, and he does. Alex Brown, the movie star, Hollywood AB is what they call him in the locker room. Alex Brown with the second free throw here. That one's up and in as well. 2 for 2 on those attempts, and a whistle blown. The Indiana Legends will have the ball to inbound. They remain behind the perimeter. That ball almost traveled backcourt, but a foul called on Stevie Richmond as he goes down hard. Indiana Legends looking to call back into this one here off 2 free throw opportunities. That one's up. That's in. However, no, the Instigators will have the ball now as they go up the court. That's Swish to Jesse. Jesse to the corner. Joe Bird. Joe Bird back to AB now. AB under the basket. Big slam. He gets a 3. That one does not go in. Joe Bird comes down with the rebound instead. But miscommunication leads to a steal from the Legends. Legends with the wide open 3. That was off the mark. Number 1, he'll get the ball back in his hands. He tries to get it up again, and he misses another shot. Joe Bird comes down with the rebound. 83-78 is the score. 4:45 remaining in the third quarter. As Swish has the ball in his hands, and that one is off the mark. Put back by Jesse Sawyer, no good. Indiana Legends with the rebound. And they get the layup. 83-80 now here. 4:25 remaining in the third quarter. Under the basket. That's money. That ball's up and in. No foul called, though, as that keeps it a 3-point game. Mid-range for Swish, up and in. That ball off the mark for the Legends. Comes down. Jesse Sawyer comes down with it. Go back to Swish. Swish back to Jesse. Jesse back to the corner to Joe Bird. Joe Bird to Stevie Richmond. Richmond missed the shot. Indiana Legends come down with the rebound. And they head up the court with the layup. Joe Bird. AB right under the basket. Big, quick pass, quick transition for the Instigators leads to a free bucket. And the Indiana Legends go up the court. Yogi Anderson versus Stevie Richmond. Stevie will foul Yogi Anderson. Yogi goes to the line for 2 here. No foul call, no shooting foul. Means the Indiana Legends will actually inbound the ball, as there will be a substitutional switch now for the Hoosier State Instigators, as Aubrey Patterson comes onto the court for Alex Brown. Aubrey up the court. He'll head to the line for 2 here. Aubrey Patterson. Good. Patterson cashes in on both opportunities there, and the Instigators increase their lead as the Indiana Legends look to head up the court now. Yogi will put a 3 up off the mark, rebounded by Jesse Sawyer. Jesse to Richmond. Richmond with the 3. That one almost in, but rolls off the rim. Legends, they go up the court now. Legends with the ball in their hands. Yogi Anderson. Jesse Sawyer. Yogi with the missed shot as the Instigators come down with the rebound. Swish. Off the mark. Aubrey with the rebound. Aubrey with the putback up and in. Score is 93-84 here. 1 minute and 33 remaining in the third quarter as that ball is off the mark for the Legends. This is Sawyer with another rebound. He'll go to Aubrey Patterson. Patterson to LaJuan. LaJuan to Joe Bird. Joe Bird back to Patterson. Off the mark. No whistle called, and the Indiana Legends have the rebound. But that will be kicked out of bounds by the Indiana Legends as the Instigators will have the ball. Quick inbound to Joe Bird. Joe Bird weaving through. Finds Aubrey. Aubrey under the basket for another bucket. Only an 8-point lead for the Hoosier State Instigators, looking to make a stop here. That ball will be blocked by Aubrey Patterson. Jesse Sawyer now ball in his hands. Jesse out to Stevie Richmond. Stevie out to Jesse. Jesse under the basket. Up and in. And a whistle blown. Score currently reads 98-84 on the scoreboard as the Indiana Legends head to the line for two free throw opportunities here from their guy, number 2. He'll go off the mark on that one. Score changes to 98-85 here with 14 seconds remaining in the third quarter. However, another free throw opportunity granted to the Indiana Legends means they have one more opportunity here on this free throw possession. Crowd gets loud, but that one goes up and in. It is 98-86. And the time ticks in the third quarter. Jesse Sawyer, he'll have the ball in his hands here. 14 seconds remaining. He'll put the shot up. He'll go off the mark with it. Aubrey Patterson, he'll get the putback. 100-86 is the score now. 4 seconds remaining. Indiana Legends looking to get a shot up. That one will be no good as the buzzer sounds. It is a 14-point lead for your Hoosier State Instigators as we head into the fourth quarter live again from the Clinton CRC, the official home venue of your Hoosier State Instigators. We will be right back after a quick message as we head right back into this action here, folks. Instigators up by 14. Again, Hoosier State Instigators up by 14 here with 12 minutes remaining in regulation as we head into the fourth quarter live here again from the Clinton CRC. Hoosier State Instigators looking to head to 3-6 in their inaugural season, and the Indiana Legends looking to claw back from a 14-point deficit to take the lead and come out with their first victory of the year as they currently hold a 0-5 record in the American Basketball Association. We have just a few more moments again before we head into the action. So let it be known again. Drop your final score predictions if you have not in the chat already. Just know what you're thinking about this one here, folks, as the Instigators look to close this one out and their home venue again. As the camera pans over to the action, that signals that we are ready to start the fourth quarter. The Instigators inbound the ball. Dylan Ware gets the ball off the inbound. He goes to Chris Wampler. Wampler to Chuck Bloom. Chuck Bloom back to Dylan Ware. More motion again as that ball goes over to Wampler. Wampler to JoJo. JoJo to Wampler. Wampler to Ware. And ultimately, Chuck Bloom goes up for the bucket, but it is stolen by the Indiana Legends. They had to get the layup. So Chuck Bloom to Wampler. 3 off the mark. Rebounded by Yogi Anderson. Yogi Anderson, newly acquired by the Indiana Legends from the Hoosier State Instigators. He's looking to make a mark in this comeback attempt for the Indiana Legends. He goes up against AB, but AB comes with the rebound. Dylan Ware tries to put it in his face, but that ball is off the mark, and it is stolen now by the Indiana Legends. Yogi to number 2 for the Legends. That one's off the mark. Dylan Ware comes down with it. He goes to JoJo Hart. JoJo to Wampler. Dylan Ware, Chuck Bloom. Bloom for the 3 off the mark. He gets his own rebound. Dylan Ware. Here to count it in. It's 102 now for the Hoosier State Instigators. And then 288 is the score. Hoosier State up here. JoJo Hart with the ball. He'll go up the court. The crowd gets loud. JoJo looking to just save it. He tries to get it over to Dylan Ware, but it is stolen by the Indiana Legends. Number 2 misses his shot. Number 1 puts it back up. That's off the mark. That is rebounded by JoJo Hart. Apple off the mark with that shot. Rebounded by Chris Wampler. Dylan Ware. AB, up and in. It's a blown. Timeout called. And we will be right back after a quick media break. Hoosier stayed up. The score is currently 104-88 here in the fourth quarter with just about 9 minutes remaining in regulation as the Hoosier State Instigators hold a 16-point lead against their in-state counterparts, the Indiana Legends. Indiana Legends. They have the ball in their hands. 12 puts it up. That ball rolls off the rim. Alex Brown will get fouled as he goes up for the shot. He'll head to the line now for 2. A lot of questions being asked, a lot of answers needed made from the loss against the Ohio Kings just last week, but the Hoosier State Instigators answering back in fashion here today against the Indiana Legends as AB goes up for a free throw opportunity. That one is up and in. That one off the mark. Rebounded by the Indiana Legends. Yogi, he'll put a shot up. Off the mark. Alex Brown there has the big body under the basket. 12 comes down with the rebound and they put it up and in. Dylan Ware, he's under the basket. They'll put it back up and in. As he hangs around it, think about it for a second. That one goes up and in for Dylan Ware. Another, again, a major addition to the Hoosier State Instigators in their inaugural season. Dylan Ware has been an impact player every single time he touches the court, as he's there to defend against the Indiana Legends, but they get the ball up and in. They'll have the ball in his hands as he goes to Chuck Bloom now. Chuck Bloom goes back to Dylan Ware. Dylan Ware finds Chris Wampler. Wampler with the 3, but that's off the mark. Rebounded by AB. AB finds Chuck Bloom under the basket, and he's good for money right there. Alex Brown with a big block right there sends that ball out of bounds for a new possession. A foul called signals that the Indiana Legends will now head to the line for 2 off of that. They get the ball up on that one and in. And 2 substitutional changes come off the court as Wampler and JoJo Hart are replaced by LaJuan Whitney and Aubrey Patterson now. The Instigators look to close this one out. Legends off the mark with that one, rebounded by LaJuan Whitney. LaJuan, he goes over to Dylan Ware, Dylan to AB, AB to Bloom, Bloom back to Ware, Ware back to Bloom, Bloom to AB, AB up and in. Too tall, he says, too big, too small. That one off the mark, rebounded by the Legends, foul called. And the Legends head to the line again here for 2 free throw opportunities. 7:01 on the clock remaining here in the 4th quarter. That one up and in. A substitutional change for the Indiana Legends now. On their currently 111 to 95 the score here. Dylan Ware goes for the no-look pass just off sync with AB as that one goes out of bounds. Legends go up the court now. Indiana with the ball in their hands. Not for long as Dylan Ware comes down with the steal now. Dylan Ware. Okay, on the Aubrey Patterson, but that leads to AB getting the bucket. He goes up and in. And the Legends slip and fall. AB there to get the ball. AP under the basket now. He goes to Dylan Ware. Dylan gets his dunk. Aubrey, he's there too, but the foul will be called. 12 will head to the line for another 2 free throw opportunities here for the Indiana Legends. And that first opportunity is good for the Legends as they have one more here in this free throw possession. In. Scores 115-98. Hoosier State on the ground. Up and getting. Off the mark, but rebounded by the Legends. Legends again. Off the mark. LaJuan Whitney with the rebound now for the Hoosier State Instigators. AB goes up into the paint. AB back to Dylan Ware. Dylan just puts it up and in. He says, man, if you're going to give me that shot, I'll take it. Legends. They missed the shot. LaJuan with the rebound. Chuck Bloom. He'll settle his guys down court. He finds Aubrey Patterson. Oh, stolen by Ware, but he goes down hard on that play. As the hard word shows no mercy, you see Dylan Ware getting picked up by his opponents, or by his teammates rather. We would hate to see Chuck Bloom and LaJuan Whitney as opponents against the Hoosier State Instigators. Dylan Ware, he wipes himself off as the Hoosier State Instigators inbound. LaJuan Whitney now with the ball in his hands. LaJuan to AB. AB tries to get it to Aubrey, but that's off the mark, and that is stolen now by the Indiana Legends. Legends, they're in the paint. Number 2 tries to get a shot, rebounded by AB now. AB goes to Aubrey Patterson. Aubrey Patterson up the court. Lays that one up, but that is off the mark. Rolls it off the rim, and the Legends have the rebound. That ball off the mark now. Chance Fry on the court for the Hoosier State Instigators. The Legends get the steal. And they have 100 points now as they put up the bucket. For 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Or in the fourth quarter, rather. As Aubrey Patterson goes up for a jumper, he gets 2. 2 was on my mind. I do apologize. And number 2 for the Legends comes up with a mid. Aubrey Patterson with the rebound. Aubrey goes over to Bloom. Bloom to swish off the mark. Aubrey with the putback. Hit the rebound and putback. No good though. Leads to an open basket for the Legends. 121-102. Score here with 3:40 remaining in the fourth quarter. LaJuan Whitney with the ball in his hands now. LaJuan finds Chuck. Chuck Bloom with the ball. But a whistle blown. I've signaled a media timeout as we will head into the final media break of the regulation here. Again, Hoosier State with a huge lead. We will be right back after a quick break. is 121-102 here with 3:31 remaining in the fourth quarter, as the Hoosier State Instigators will have the ball to inbound as well, looking to increase the lead as Dylan goes to AB goes to Dylan. Dylan goes back to AB. AB goes to three. Off the mark. Rebounded by the Legends. Backcourt called on the Indiana Legends. Hoosier State now with the ball in their hands. Three off the mark. AB gets thrown down to the ground. And he'll head to the line for two here. And a technical foul called on the Indiana Legends off of that foul. Will send AB to the line for free opportunities here. Hoosier State with a big lead. Looking to increase it. That one's up and in, and AB hits his little dance on the free throw line. That one is up and in as he walks away. They signal, hey, wait. You guys still have the ball in your hands. JoJo Hart back to AB. AB to JoJo Hart. JoJo to Bloom. The ball gathered by Hart again as he goes over to Dylan Ware this time. Dylan Ware goes back to Hart. That one's off the mark, out of bounds. Score 123-102 here, 2:45 remaining in the fourth quarter. The Legends with the ball in their hands. Whistle blown on Aubrey. Oh, stolen by Chuck Bloom in the backcourt. That's a 3D rule in effect, but the ball travels out of bounds now. The Instigators continue to have possession here. No, the Legends now have possession here. Ball off the mark for the Legends. Rebounded by number 30. He dishes it back to his guy. Good bucket for the Legends. 123-104 here. 2:20 remaining in the fourth quarter. JoJo Hart now with the ball in his hands. He goes to Dylan Ware. Dylan Ware to AB. That ball stolen by the Legends. They had a court for a 3D rule opportunity there. Now to make it 123-107. But the answer back by Aubrey Patterson, who has been on fire today for the Hoosier State Instigators. And the Legends will answer back here. 1:44 remaining in the fourth quarter. Aubrey, back up and in. He gets fouled on the way up. He'll head to the line for an and one opportunity. Number 6, Aubrey Patterson. Head to www.apexsports.com today and purchase your official Aubrey Patterson fire for the Hoosier State Instigators as he heads to the line. That will travel out of bounds, and the Legends now will have the ball in their hands. Layup by the Legends. 127-110, 125 remaining. Screen set by Chuck Bloom. It'll go to Aubrey, and guess who goes to the line again for two? Aubrey Patterson, number 6, for your Hoosier State Instigators. Looking ready to lead it down. Aubrey can get the bucket. Off the mark. Hoosier State will have the ball at inbound here now. Hoosier State. JoJo Hart. Chuck Bloom with the ball in his hands. He finds Dylan Ware with the big alley-oop behind the back up and in. What a play by Chuck Bloom and Dylan Ware there. As the Hoosier State Instigators come down with the rebound, that's Chuck Bloom with the ball back in his hands. He finds JoJo Hart. JoJo with the big bucket there. 40 seconds remaining here in regulation. 133-110. That ball is up and in. Makes it 133-113. 26-25 remaining here. Time ticks down. The Legends get the stolen ball. They get the bucket. Dylan Ware up the court. Aubrey Patterson with another 2 points to add to his total here today. As time ticks down, the buzzer sounds. The Hoosier State Instigators win this one here, live from the Clinton CRC, 135-115. As they send the Indiana Legends to 0-6 on the year, the Hoosier State Instigators currently holding a 3 win. And we will be back again next week, live again, right here on Patreon. And until next time, be great, instigate.